Vivi, what's up?
Hi, Spencer. How are you? It's good to see you here.
Good to see you. Good to see
I don't
you.
get to see you that much. She's usually Rohan.
I know. But today you're stuck with me, and we got a lot going on though, Vivi. What stocks are on your radar? What are we talking about today?
Oh my God. You guys broke. It's not a bio, but you guys broke the Alfie story today. It's been a great day for anybody that's trading the stock. I'm still in it. I've been in and out of the stock for the last month. So great little potential. The company is buying back 2 million shares. So look at that. It's not bio, I know, but it's just really exciting today to see the stock doing so well. So hopefully some of you guys are in it.
I'm not. But if you're in it, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
As Vivi said, this is a headline that we broke at 8:26 this morning. You can see it right on the chart, right? That little up candle right there.
And you guys also did an interview with them.
Yeah, that was last week. Right?
Yeah, talking about how he wants to keep the float small, so that probably could have helped too.
Yep.
Some people to take a position there, so which is awesome.
Definitely.
Yes. So I'm not a really good day for bio today, for sure. My stocks are all red here that I own on bio. But do you want to, maybe I want to talk to you about the catalysts that are coming up.
Yeah, let's go.
So we have SPPI. So SPPI, we are waiting on FDA approval for a neutropenia drug. The first, I think we need to get news of the at Korea, they're doing a manufacturing inspection. I could be wrong, but I don't think we got news on that either. So I alerted here, not alerted, but I talk about it. I think it was at $3.50. So it's a little bit down today, but it's still up from what we discussed. And I believe this stock is going to do really well. So I'm holding all my shares. And then we can go to Bcrx as well.
Yep.
Yeah, so Bcrx, also another one that I feel like the $20 calls for September are looking hot. And we have earnings the first week of August. And I know we're going to beat earnings. So I'm really excited for Bcrx. I'm hoping to add more to my portfolio with the proceeds of the next one up, ARDX. So ARDX, perfect buy zone over here. In my opinion, I bought it at $7.50, is on my IRA. So I'm not really worried because I know that they're going to get an approval. Approval is July 29th and July 29th. And I predict like my goal is like at least $12 a share for sure. So that's our ARDX, and then we have two more catalysts. We have SENS. So SENS is the one I was talking to you guys about that has the blood glucose monitor. Right now, they only have the 90 days approved that you put in a kid's arms implant. And they had a great data on 180 days, and they are approved in Europe. So we're just waiting for the approval, which I think is going to be in October. So we still have time on this one, but it's another one that I have a $2 calls for July, and I'm hoping to convert them into shares, which would give me 3,000 shares so I can hold them to October for the catalyst. Another one that I want to talk to you guys about is SESN. This one to talk to you guys about it was $2 and something. I talked to you guys before I even bought it. I bought it like months later. They do have a drug that it's going to be a cancer drug that's going to be able to be prescribed on a level of the urologists and not having to send them out to infusion centers. and the PDUFA date is going to be in August. When it gets closer, I'll let you guys know exactly the date for the PDUFA. But I am not too sure what I'm going to do with this one yet. I just needed to dive into the data a little bit more, but everyone would be up almost 100% from when we discussed. So I would play with cautious here, you know, and if you guys wanted to take some off the table, which I probably would do before PDUFA. And then I wanted to talk to you guys, Spencer, if you can put a ORPH on. So this one was
this crazy one.
Yeah, the crazy one.
Yeah.
So here's the funny thing. You know, it got to $70. It was just like the apes, right? It was just like a short squeeze. Then I talked to you guys and I said, you know, I like it here for the PDUFA at $10. So everyone bought it at 10. The day before the PDUFA, it hit at 23. So I pretty much, it was 120% gains. I took some off the table and I let the rest ride because I was like, okay, because of the float, it was so small and the short squeeze, I'm like, that can go either to $50 a share the next day or it can go down to $5, right? So I took my investment out and I let the shares ride and we didn't get approved. I think we missed the statistical significance by 0.006. And I think that's why the FDA was on the fence. It's really, really sad because this is a rare disease for a drug that has no approval for NPC. And they approved that Alzheimer's drug that is not showing any benefits with Biogen. So this one didn't even need an AdCom meeting. But I had people still on Twitter blaming me. And I'm like, no. I gave it to you guys at a 10, went all the way to 23. You guys could have sold. I do not recommend anybody holding through PDUFA. I only hold to companies that I wasn't too confident on this one because it was an orphan disease, but I like the float, so I like my risk, my risk benefit ratio. But for example, ARDX, full disclosure, I'm holding because it has already an indication for a different drug. So that's why I feel very confident in holding that drug to PDUFA. So there's a little bit of there's some kind of qualities into a drug that I would do in order for me to hold through PDUFA. So for example, Kmph was a pro-drug of our already approved drug. And this one, the ARDX, is a second indication. So it makes me feel a little bit secure because safety is out of the way, right? And then Kmph, I am really still holding. I feel like this is going to be a blockbuster drug and company, but they don't do the launch of sales until July. So I'm even surprised we got a little bump there, Spencer. I thought we were going to stay flat for a while. So I'm still holding Kmph for sure.
Mike Wisdom says he was also out of Crazy One, ORPH. He was also out at 18. So nice job, Mike Wisdom. We got a few tickers in chat, Vivi. Should we go there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. Rudy the Rock wants your opinion on ODT. That is Odinate Therapeutics.
But ODT, it used to be at $20 a share, right?
Yes, correct.
30. I don't know. I thought they discontinue all the studies unless they acquire anything anymore. Isn't that a kind of a dead stock for a while? I don't know. I would have to look at their pipeline. They discontinued the only potential study that they have for breast cancer was going to be in form of a pill, just like the other one that got flopped, the ATNX. So not too sure. I can take a look at ODT. It looks pretty dead to me at $3.36. The last time I checked, I told you guys it was pretty much they discontinued the studies. I don't know what else you guys were trying to accomplish here. So I'll take a look. If that's because you bought it at 30, now it's at $3, or you want to buy at $3. I want to buy here for sure. There's a lot better companies out there for you to buy. Anything else?
Just going to the news feed. Yeah. NMRD. I'm going to pull up the chart and the news feed here.
And
Nemura Medical, $9 a share. NMRD.
yeah, let me try.
Any recent catalysts? Yeah, there was a headline on Monday. They had a PR. They are making progress on their advanced non-invasive sensors for diabetes.
Okay, let me just take a look here. Is NNRD?
Yep, it's up on the screen, right? NMRD.
But let me just check here. I just want to check the company's website, so just so I can have an idea. What is the name of the company? Nemura Medical, right?
That's it.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. Nemura Medical. So is a technology, is not really is a monitor, okay? Needle-free patent technology, okay. Transmits data. My question to you would be, how many days can you leave this monitor on the future of a diagnostic technology? I don't know too much. I would have to take a look, you guys. If it was a pipeline, it would be easier for me to do. But I don't know here in regards to, is that a product already approved or not? But I'll take a look. I wrote it down here. Anything else?
Yeah. There's a few more. Let's look at EDIT edit, and then my man Rohan is back at his desk. So Rohan, why don't you hop in here? I have a meeting I have to prep for. But Vivi, this has been fun.
Yes, for sure. It's good to see.
And take a look at EDIT if you can.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
T is a gene. It's a CRISP technology, I think. Yeah, I like this company. I think CRISP is the future. So I like added. What was but it looks like we've been on a, what was the top? How much we got added before over there?
Looks like it topped out at 37.
37, yeah. So no, I like added. I think CRISP technology is the future. Like I said, I just don't have it because I rather buy Bcrx. It's gonna go to 100 at $16. So.
Oh no, I was wrong. It topped out higher for sure. It was as high as 47 from what my chart's
47.
showing.
Okay, so there's a nice little upside potential there, like a 30% increase if you buy now. No, I don't like the company for sure. Anything else? Any other questions?
Let's see. Lctx. Which one is
Yeah, Lctx,
Lineage.
guys. Lineage. I think Lineage is an amazing company. I told you guys, my strategy here is to just accumulate slowly, right? Dollar cost average, because they're gonna, in 10 months, they're gonna run out of money and they're gonna need to raise capital. So when they raise capital and do an offering and that dips to $1 or $1.50, I'm buying a lot more. I feel like this company has a huge potential. They're doing retina degeneration, they're doing spine degeneration. They were proved for the first time, I'm able to prove how to do regeneration at retina. There's a guy in StockTwits that is a retina surgeon that it has a big amount of shares from this company. He's blown away with the technology. So the procedure, you're going to be able to restore retina. How amazing is that? So I see a huge bright future. This company is going to be a multi-bagger one day. So I am just slowly accumulating. So, and that's what I was telling you guys. There's nothing wrong with buying a company that has no commercial products, but you don't want to go in and be like, oh, let me buy 10,000 shares because that's how much I want it for. It's okay to buy for somebody, for something like Bcrx, where you know that they have a product. They're going to have earnings in August. They're going to beat earnings. So it's a safe bet. But when you buy 10,000 shares of a Lineage, like you spend all your 20,000 on a company like this, you know that they're going to be out of money in 10 months and they're going to run offerings. So when I like a company, I wanted to have a little bit of it just in case they get bought out, but I slowly added to my position. So this is a company that I started with the 3,000 shares and I'm planning to have at least 10,000 shares. And I'm accumulating. This company is going to be amazing. And I think this company's been to Benzinga before. They did at the Bio conference. So this company
yeah, they have been, yeah.
Yes, for sure. So that's a keeper for sure.
Nice. All right. Getting a couple requests, a couple passionate requests for ITRM.
Oh gosh. God, I told you guys about ITRM. The reason that I bought ITRM 4 months ago, it was just to play the charts. And it was like at $3. And I sold at $2. I mean, I could have held, you know, for 4 months, but I made the money work back again. I know a lot of people are like very into this company because they think that, you know, there's a huge potential for buyout, is an antibiotic. I just don't know. Like they failed all the studies, and now they have a uncomplicated UTI indication. I personally would be afraid of holding through PDUFA. I would have taken my investment out just because, like I told you guys, it doesn't fall into is that a drug that's been approved before? It has a safety profile that from on a different indication. I have nothing wrong with this company, but for me, it's in regards to safety. I would not hold through PDUFA because it's not a second indication, for example.
Jason, the guy who, sorry, I was just, the guy who asked the question followed up saying, what about the pending approval?
That's what I'm saying. There's a pending approval, but it's not a guarantee.
Right.
PDUFA is not guaranteed. So it can, and here's the thing. Here's another thing that you guys have to consider when holding a PDUFA. This is a one and done company. This is hero or zero. So when you're holding a company that has a huge pipeline and you have a setback and you have a complete response letter, I have to say they are no longer need an AdCom, which is a huge plus, huge positive, because you know that if they don't need an AdCom meeting, it's because you don't need a panel to vote to, you know, compel the panel for this company, for this drug to be approved. But here's the problem. This is one and done company. It can really go to 10 and be bought out because it's one product. Or if you get on CRL, you're dead. So it's just I'm out of a benefit, risk benefit. You hear. I'm definitely leaving on my watch list. I feel like a lot of times when it's that cheap, it's really easy to jump in right away and make some profit just by day trading. So I would have tried with cautions here, just because it's a one and done company. As if that makes sense, you know what I mean?
Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, you never really know with the PDUFA, so
no,
obviously it's a risky situation.
Especially if there's no PDUFA, this company's done, you know, because it's the only thing they have. That's my only concern.
All right, let's take a look at Ktra.
Okay.
Are you familiar with that one?
No, I never.
Kntara?
No, I never heard of this one. Ktra. Okay, so let me just go here in Kntara and just Kntara.
Let's look at the overview here.
I was interviewing one of the Atlas guys.
Definitely cheap. 4 employees. There's 4 employees in this company.
It's joining the microcap index. Interesting.
Okay, joining the microcap. Okay. 2 phase 2 studies. It's still very early in development, so it has a good molecule that has shown potential against multiple cancers. Definitely will be a good company to watch, because when they do a readout of a phase 2, it'll probably get a huge bump. I would look at how much money they have left and what the float looks like. Well, how the float looks like, do you know?
Yeah, one second. Let me pull it. I was just looking at the overview. Why is my thing not scrolling now? There we go. Float. Where are we at? Float 32.039 million.
It's a good size float. It's not that. It's small. That's not that big. And how much do they have left?
Cash. Let's see. Cash 17.158 million.
Okay, so my main concern here, you guys, as soon as you have a data readout, they're gonna use that to raise capital and do an offering. So again, I would just I would just thread with cautious. It might be a good swing, but I don't know what the dates are for their next readout. But just be cautious that it's exactly what they're gonna end up doing. They're gonna getting getting a bump on the stock and then doing an offering. That is the problem these biotechs can be evil with the offering.
Yeah.
They're
No kidding.
brutal.
All right.
It's not like, you know, it's when you have a big a company that's profitable, they don't keep, you know, they don't keep doing offering and reverse splits. That's the problem. Any other ones?
Yeah, we got a couple.
Okay.
MREO. You familiar with that one?
Oh yeah, MREO has a nice little float because I made some really good money with them when they had some results. But again, you know, what is the float on this one, Rohan? Because I feel like the float is it's small because I made some really good money.
Interesting. I don't have data on the float here.
Oh, let me
check it somewhere else.
I'll check here. I can check and fin this. Let me see.
According to Fin, yeah, I have FinViz pulled up as well.
Is it according to FinVid?
Sometimes I feel a little blind.
4 million, not that. Okay, that's another thing too, guys. Inside, what is institutional ownership? Institutional ownership is 84. So that is very, for me, it's they control 84% of the float. For me, that looks very encouraging that so many companies are behind this company. So I would have first look at how much money they have left. I like this company. I remember they had a really good feedback on their trials. And you can see here on a chart, you know, they've been consolidating for a while. Look at that. You know, so it might be just, they might be just almost ready for that pop. Let me see here. Okay, so can anybody in the chat tell me when are they going to do a phase 3? So they have 4 products on phase 2, and 5 products on phase 2, and 1 on phase 3. So I wonder what would be the next catalyst, but it looks really good. And every time, you know, that's another thing too you guys can do. Like if you really like a company, let's assume you buy 2 shares of a MREO. When you see that bump, you know, it goes to $6-7, sell it half and keep it the remaining. So you always have equity on that company, but you continue to lower your average, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? That's how I do a lot of with these tiny companies. So no, I like the company. I'm gonna put it here because it might be a time to load back up for sure. Any other questions?
Nice. Good call, chat. Let's see. There's a couple more. ATOS.
I have never. Oh, Atos doing well today. What was the news, by the way? I almost traded that today. What was the news on Atos, or it's just a short squeeze?
I made a series of catalysts. Let's see what those catalysts are. Not seeing any company specific news to justify price action. Interesting. It could be a Reddit stock.
It was just a technical, huh?
I guess so.
Trade today.
I might be missing something, but it appears that way. Yeah,
it appears that way, that it was just a good chart. So what goes up comes down.
Especially
if there's no catalyst. Let me see here.
I mean, it looks like it's holding. It's like I mean, I'm no technical wizard here, but it looks like it kind of bounced back from its downtrend. Might be holding something.
Yeah, let me see. Develop. Don't they have a COVID? I think they have a COVID. Yeah. Nasal spray COVID on phase 2 only. Yeah, guys, this is a huge pump. I would have stayed away for a while. Look at that. They only have a phase 2. Nasal spray for COVID. That's it.
I think they started to introduce maybe not this company, but I think the nasal sprays are starting to become used a little bit more in some other countries. Not so much here, but
think about it, still on phase 2 though. Still long ways to go. There's no emergency use authorization, so it's definitely a pump for sure. For sure. I would be curious what the float is. I'm sure maybe the float is even small because it's definitely a kind of.
It's 120 million float.
No, actually no, but it's definitely a technical play here at Atos
Yeah.
for sure. For sure.
All right, let's see what else is going on here.
Oh no.
I'm trying to figure out what they're. See, okay, lots of comments coming in. What are they talking about? All right, CVM.
Yeah, CVM. I like CVM, and it has a really, really short float. I think on they're waiting on news anytime.
40 million float.
Yeah, that's a nice size float. I think they're looking for news. Any developments on this or no? I think they're waiting for phase 2 readout.
Announces the closing of 31 million bought deal offering.
Okay, so the offering was just done. Okay.
Okay.
Which is, for me, is a good time to buy, guys. As soon as an offer is done, for me, if you believe in a company, it's a perfect time to add for sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you look at the chart here, it kind of looks like that's what's happening, where it trended down a little bit after that offering, trading lower, but it looks like it's already kind of back on that uptrend potentially.
Yeah, so they have let me see if I can pull the bio. Now I'm no longer a member there, and so it doesn't show exactly the date. Anybody on the chat knows when is the readout? Let me just see. Let me see. I'll tell you guys.
I'm just checking out some more comments, making sure we didn't miss anything. Okay.
Some discuss. Let me just see.
NCAL, Vivi should have a 30-minute tutorial on how to analyze biotechs. We did a little bit of this in the earlier shows.
Yeah, somebody got a hold. Okay, I think that the data is locked in CVM, and they're just waiting for the data to be released.
Interesting. So, okay.
Yeah,
and that's from the study.
Yes. Yeah, they're waiting for a data release. Again, I think it's super risky to hold through data. That's why I think it would be a good one to put on our watch list, because when the data come, we're gonna have a nice bump because the size of the float.
Yeah, Steven in the chat is saying CEO says soon in quotes for phase 3 data. Soon? So whatever that means.
Soon.
Yeah.
No, that will definitely be a nice trade here for sure. I can see going to $50 on good news. I will take a look at these companies with a little bit more detail, and I'll get back to you guys on Thursday.
Sounds good.
That works.
All right. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to look behind me. I got my little ceiling camera here.
Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys on Thursday.
Yep. We will see you on Thursday. Make sure to come ready with your tickers. And in the meantime, you can always tweet Vivi if you have some questions.
Yes, you guys can. Take care.
See ya, everyone. Let me find this. Okay, here we go.
Bye-bye.